This week, Garen and Ellie pour a cement hearth for their wood-burning stove, and we set to work whitewashing the pallet ceiling in my Earthbag bedroom.
We're getting ready to put our fireplace back in where we just refloored in the living area. And we thought we'd try something different too, so we're gonna be pouring a concrete slab to set the fireplace on. Hoping to do kind of a fun design, see what we got in materials outside.
Like that's gonna be too big, I think.
So we'd have to cut it.
So we have to cut it. Yeah, is that okay, Al, for that kind of a shape?
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I think so. So we grab one of these. I'd like to build a mold, pour it out here, and then carry it in there.
Because it's supposed to be removable, right? So you can take it in and out. That's the goal.
So we're thinking like a foot deep slab.
At least a foot deep.
Because that will be easy to lift. You want any rebars inside the...
We got some hog panel we were gonna use. So that's the size we're gonna fit it to.
And if we don't make the bottom flat enough, you'll have a fun rock.
It's gonna be basically this shape, but we're gonna cut the center out of it and around the front of it off.
We're gonna try and dye it as well with the pigment that came out of the aquaponics tanks.
We get questions on why the front of your guys' lawn is streaked with yellow and orange.
That is from the aquaponics tanks. There was so much pigment dye. We have buckets of it that we had to scrub out.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so now it's being put to use.
Yes, it left its lasting print on our driveway.
Garen and Ellie and little Azalea are gonna help us do this. The first step is gonna be moving this out. And Bryson has worked to get his thing going. So we're gonna move it in his room.
We have. I've worked painstakingly.
Are we gonna need Azalea's help for this? Is it pretty heavy?
Yeah. Would you bring your muscles?
She's like, yeah, I always got her.
She looks like she's got her serious face on.
I've had that piano in my room for a long time and I want to do something different. Bryson, you ended up wanting to take that piano.
Yeah, I figured I'd keep it up tuned and then play it also.
Yeah, and you had to make space for it.
You say Dada?
Did you see Dada on camera?
Yeah, Dada!
I don't think it counts if she doesn't know what it means.
I think it counts.
I think it counts.
Here's the plan. This piece of plywood here. Kind of make this into a box. We'll cut this down 1.5 inches, which is how thick we want our concrete, and we will put that inside as kind of the outside to hold the mold in, screws, caulking.
That's long enough out, right?
Yeah, I think that should be good.
And then we just screw these all to the sides, and then we'll work on the front when we get our shape right.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna screw in.
I didn't put it away. It's all over there.
You did not put it away?
I did not put it away. It's under cover.
That's all that matters, right?
Upgrading to table height.
Yep. Plus, I don't think this slab is quite level enough for our life.
So we gotta put it on our most level sawhorses ever.
Yeah. This one in particular is
Special.
that looks pretty good.
Yeah, and before we pour the concrete, we'll get more close to perfect because it'll settle. You know.
Yeah.
Let's screw that puppy on, huh?
Got enough over there?
Yeah. Good. It's gonna kind of sit like that, and then we're gonna kind of have a rounded front here. Measure this distance, I guess.
The start of the curve.
Yeah, I think the start of the curve should happen there. That looks like a square with the front of the curve.
Yeah.
Arr.
Protecting us, Petrol.
Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. Now, the question becomes, how much of a nose do we want on this thing? You know, we don't want to stick out too far that start whacking our toes on it.
I think we should do nothing super drastic.
Maybe if we said we want to come out 6 inches.
I feel like, yeah, 4 inches maybe.
4? Should we do 5?
5, yeah. We'll meet in the middle.
thinking before we get really accurate.
Oh, smart.
Darn, we cut this a little too thin. We might have to cut another one of these.
That's okay.
I think that's better anyway though, because I think that 1.5 inches might have been a little too small for our concrete. I think that 1 3/4 might be better.
Yeah, I think it won't hurt to be a little thicker.
That's a noise.
We got our reinforcements.
Yeah.
It should be done right now.
Let's see. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Perfect.
Okay.
Decided I don't want this white cupboard in my room anymore. I'm gonna trade it in for a piano. It's nice to have cupboards, but what occurs eventually, they become a nice storage container for things you don't know what to do with. And then you end up with a lot of stuff crammed in these suckers. How do you want to do this? Oh, I don't know. So we gotta tip it up. Oh boy, here we go. I had to pull my big 4-drawer cupboard thing. We tried to take out with all the cupboard doors on, and then we're like, why are we doing this to ourselves? We moved all the cupboard doors and it was like so much lighter.
But it was a big boy to move.
Safety first.
Oh, gloves.
I got the baby. You got the piano?
Yeah. Perfect. No problem, I'll lift it with my pinkies.
I got
Yeah.
total faith in you, bro.
This is one of the heaviest things I've moved so far, other than an engine.
Seems like the cabinet almost took more effort than the piano itself did, and the piano was the heavier one of the two, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Looks good.
It opens this walkway up like a ton.
I like this too. If you like open the window, you get like this cute little view while you're playing piano.
It's a little bit of a scratch trap with the whole barbed screws poking out of the sides.
Hey, the puncture wound can only be, what is that, 1/4 inch deep? That's not bad.
That'll heal in a couple days. That's nothing.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Perfectly. All right, so
Best work I've ever seen.
I think that's gonna be our shape, huh?
That looks really cool.
I like that these aren't like corners, because I always feel like a corner you'd stub your toe on.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's put this guy in.
Screw it down. I'm thinking 1.5, maybe 2. What's your thought?
I think you're right.
Oh, you know what we need? We need the rebar strength and stuff for the...
Oh, yeah, we do. Maybe we should get that first.
Yeah, probably. It's the method when you don't have a pair of bolt cutters. Okay, this looks
Don't
good.
tell Garen.
Don't tell Garen that we did that to his tool.
Yeah.
We gotta dust it off.
Yeah. He won't see the video, so we'll be fine.
We'll be fine. I remember when I was younger, I had one of these go up my armpit because I fell and it went right up there. Whew, that was painful.
I had to laugh.
Well, it's kind of funny if you think about it. I was climbing it and I slipped.
Oh, man. That sounds painful.
Now you have an L to use in your yard somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
It's got a beautiful arch in it.
Yeah. Kind of a natural curve.
Yeah. Perfect.
How's it going over here, Garen?
Good.
I love that shape.
Yeah, me too.
You level on her?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
You mean our sawhorses aren't perfectly
I know.
level?
It's unbelievable.
Shocking.
We're good to go. She's level. I might actually run some screws down into the sawhorses.
Oh, so that you don't get any movement. Here's all the pigment from when we were cleaning out the aquaponics tanks. We'll see if it works. I don't know. Should I just get like a cupful?
It depends on how dark you want the color.
Let's just get a cupful and then we'll add what we like, huh? Should we take her out to the water?
Where's that
Straight on.
Hey, you know, if we ever wanted to add some paint, you can always just take some stuff off the ground.
Yeah. I can't believe it's still on the ground. We thought for sure it would wash out after a couple of rains. Should we mix some water in first and then maybe slowly add the dye?
That sounds logical. I like that. Or more water, but
That'll work for now. Okay, you ready for the dye? How much should we do with Garen?
I would do all that.
Oh, really? Okay.
You might need more too.
do you want the bright color?
I don't think so, but it's gonna get a lot duller than that, isn't it?
No idea.
All right. Second round.
Why does that look so good?
Tasty.
Looks so flavorful and
Get a little iron in your diet.
mustard.
I've been mixing this since the beginning. I get really tired. No one will switch me out. But it's alright. I can handle it.
You still have a little bit more to go. You can do it.
Okay. Alright.
Thank you so much for all of the wonderful suggestions that you gave us on what we should do to whitewash my ceiling.
There was a lot of comments.
We ended up settling with the latex paint and water.
It's white.
You said it all, brother. So we're gonna put one can. Ooh, that would have been close. And then, what do you think we should just go fill this can up with some water?
Yeah, and then kind of rinse it out too and pour it in there.
Yeah. Do you have a stir stick?
Jeez, I almost dropped you. Oh, jeez.
Do you have a stir stick?
Can get one.
I got one real fast. Here we go. Ready?
No doggies eating paint water. Oops. Ignore the paint in their water.
Oh, we'll clean it out.
Oh, you should have seen these
Bryson's
guys.
giving us power.
They were genius. They were doing test sticks, and I can show you. This was 50-50 here.
1 can of paint to 2 cans of water.
We didn't want to wipe it back down. We wanted something easy that would look nice. You know, it's going on a ceiling, so I think we're gonna be a-okay. Pretty excited. This is gonna be awesome.
You want to talk about
You
it?
know, I thought it would be
Yeah.
Yeah?
Brilliance. What Bree said. You said brilliance, right?
Brilliance. That was my words.
Thank you. Brilliance.
Say, what about that light? Do you think I'll be able to get it clean?
We got a piece of cardboard.
I do.
I think we'll be able to just use that. That'll work.
Okay. We'll paint this first.
Okay. One of the things we talked about doing was, for whitewashing it, taking those main beams that are on the ceiling itself, taping them off so that there would be some contrast. But we decided we'll just whitewash all of it, and then we had the idea afterwards, Garen did, of roughly sanding down those beams to kind of give it some contrast. So I went in there and made that happen. So cool!
I love that. Wow, I love that.
It seemed like the biggest rub for this particular method of whitewashing was it wears away quickly. On furniture, I can see that happening, but on a ceiling, I figured, it's cheap. Total of $12 to do this whole whitewashing deal, and I was like, let's just make it happen, and went right through this paint sprayer.
That's just looking so cool, Garen. Oh my goodness, you can see the difference between
Well, guys,
this is
we
the
gotta open the
undone
window.
stuff and then this is the not.
We do a little caulking.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big chunk.
Some quality hydraulic oil. Alright, some quality. Now I'm thinking we paint the wood with it to try and keep it from sticking. Should we paint the whole light?
Everything.
I would.
This may be a horrible idea.
I think it's gonna work good.
I agree with you guys' assumption. Plus, it's not going in my house. Nah, I'm just joking.
Whatever you guys want to do.
There is a certain way it goes in. Yeah, I think it goes like that too. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Ooh, it's a really cool brown, you guys.
Yeah. Hope
Now-
it dries that kind of darker.
I bet it will.
I'm sure it'll be a little lighter, but not much.
Yeah.
This stuff dries a lot similar to what it looks like, doesn't it? Sorry.
Unbelievable, Bryson. You didn't get it right
slacking
first
on my
try.
job.
Give you one thing to do.
I think we would write about one concrete and like regular concrete to put that texture in.
Looks amazing, guys.
There.
Well, yeah, it happened because of that guy.
You know, when you sand it, all that will disappear pretty easily. It can have a couple streaks in it, it's not huge.
We're moving it into the shade. That way it can hopefully dry a little slower. I know that cements need to dry slower in order not to crack. And we poured this at a really hot time of day, which hopefully with it just being in the shade, maybe we can wet it down a few times, keep it dry and slow. We'll see how she turns out though next week when we crack her open and sand it down and hopefully seal it and get her installed.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the dents.
It looks really cool. I love the color, and I'm excited to see what like this stuff looks like when we pull the molding off.
It's gonna be cool.
How long does it take to dry?
A couple days, I think.
Nice.
Awesome,
Looks
guys.
awesome.
Okay, we noticed when we got it up there, it dripped a little bit too much, but we wanted to do 2 coats. So we hit it with 1 coat. You guys went back through and hit it with a 2nd coat. That was the ticket. I love it. It looks so amazing. I'm so pleased with it. Oh my gosh, it turned out way better than I was expecting. I know a lot of it looks white because the walls aren't done yet. We're gonna be painting the walls, but
Looks like a white bomb went off in there.
we're planning on painting it up and maybe getting the floor all cleaned, which is probably gonna be quite the task. We've been working on this project for months. To see that ceiling come and then the walls being done and ready for paint, I'm just super excited. Thank you so much, Garen and Ellie and Bryson and Shay
awesome.
for helping
Thank you,
me
guys.
out with it, and you for helping me with suggestions on how to do this whitewashing deal. Very pleased. Very pleased.
It looks really good.
And this truck's cool. Bye guys.
Well, that wraps up this week. The t-shirt design of the week is Muscle-True. If you'd like to get this on a muscle shirt, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a handbag, all kinds of fun stuff that we have over in our shop, as well as any of the previous designs that we've done. Well, this one's a lot of fun, so figured it was fitting for this week because we're muscling through. Check out the all-new video we posted on a Wednesday where we do a Bree Barely Baked segment on making sprouted Rice Krispie treats. Thank you so much for being a part of our family, and we look forward to hanging out with you on Monday for that podcast. Bye!
Bye.
You just mop it up with your hair, though.
Nitty prep time. Just
You don't need a rag, you just wipe it up with your hair.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Look at this. Look at how muddy this is. This is all from the pig. Pig is really good at producing mud. Pigs are good at that. Ugh. Ooh. That's not clean. Wow, I'm really making a mess. Nice clean aqua. For you darlings, for you darlings, for you darlings, yes.